Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Patriots, and it comes your way next.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we've punched the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you hate to just start off the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he stopped immediately there. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So we pause for an injured player, and not what you want to see. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's in some pain out there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New England trying to get to place on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
On first down, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is born. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Davis now to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Jones throw complete there to Smith. Finding room at midfield. Big strides, look at him go. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Quickly to Kelsey.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to got it at the 42-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Jones on 1st and 10. Open man is Myers. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Cincinnati Bengals who are moving on as they were able to take care of the Indianapolis Colts. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Mahomes again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Mahomes going to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Madison running on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. And back as it brings up 4th down. So on
trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now here's another carry for Harris, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound it.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
New England's offense set to go.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, Mahomes.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now here's Mahomes. Got the connection here to Bourne.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 2nd and 2. Edwards-Helaire now off the option.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Forced out to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire,
from 21 yards away.
And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Clyde Edwards-Helaire capping it all off with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So the Patriots coming out now. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They run again with Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And again, it's Mahomes.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is born.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw.
Got his man complete. Moore. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Yellow.
Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kendrick Bourne. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Harris running straight ahead. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
They'll run again with Harris. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the ground, it's Harris. 128 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The ball comes out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on to the playoffs. As we say so long, everybody.